You see, too many times we measure our worth by how fast the door opens. We think if it doesn't open right away, then maybe we knocked on the wrong one. Maybe we weren't good enough. Maybe we're asking for too much. But that's not the truth. The truth is, sometimes the greatest blessings require a little more time. Not because they're far from you, but because they're being polished to perfection. And so are you. The delay is not denial, it's divine timing. You are not forgotten, you are not invisible. The universe keeps a perfect record of every tear you've cried in silence, every time you chose faith when fear was louder, every act of kindness when you were the one who needed saving. You are being remembered in ways the world may never see, but heaven does not miss a moment of your becoming. Right now, your name is being spoken in rooms you haven't stepped into yet. Right now, someone is preparing the very opportunity that will meet you when you least expect it. That door isn't locked to punish you. It's sealed until the time is ripe, until your hands are strong enough to carry the weight of the gift that's behind it. You were not made to beg. You were not made to chase. What's divinely assigned to your soul will come looking for you, just as the earth never questions whether the sun will rise again. There is a rhythm to all things, a sacred beat, a pulse of purpose, and if you could quiet the fear inside long enough, you'd hear it, even now softly whispering, "Hold on. You're almost there." The door may not have opened yet, but that doesn't mean it's shut forever. It simply means it's opening on schedule. The kind of breakthroughs you've been preparing for are not small things. They are doors that shift legacies. Doors that change generations. Doors that heal what you thought was beyond repair, so naturally they come with resistance. But let that resistance train you, not break you. You've received every setback, every person who walked away, all of it was rerouting you towards something greater. Because sometimes the door you're praying for doesn't open until the wrong doors have finally closed. Until you stop shrinking yourself to fit in places your soul has outgrown. Until you let go of trying to control the how and surrender fully to the when. Your energy is sacred. Your vision is sacred. The way you care, the way you love, the way you never gave up when others would have, all of it is being counted. You are not the forgotten one. You are the planted one. And when the season is right, you will rise like a tree whose roots were watered in secret. What blooms from that will be undeniable. Don't let the locked door convince you that you are unworthy. It's not locked because you're lacking. It's locked because it's still being furnished. The life that waits on the other side of it is not just survival. It's abundance, ease, joy that pours over, and peace that doesn't shake when storms come. You are not waiting to be chosen. You have already been chosen. You are waiting for the right moment to be revealed. And in this waiting, something extraordinary is happening to you. You are becoming the person who can walk through that door with grace. You are shedding every fear, every doubt, every lie you've ever believed about being too late, too broken, too far behind. You are not behind. You are on the edge of something sacred. And the door will open the moment your spirit is aligned with the truth of who you are. Bold, worthy, radiant, and unstoppable. It's not your job to push the door open. It's not your job to force what's not ready. Your job is to keep your heart open. Your job is to trust even in the silence. Your job is to prepare yourself so completely that when the door does swing wide, you walk through without hesitation because you'll know it was always meant for you. The truth is, sometimes you are the key, and that's why the door took so long to open, because you were still being shaped into the version of yourself that could turn the lock without trembling. The version that doesn't beg to be let in, but walks forward knowing, "This is mine." What's ahead of you isn't just an answer to a prayer. It's the reward for staying soft in a world that tried to harden you. It's the return on every investment you made when no one was watching. It's the beauty that follows the ashes, the light that follows the dark, the laughter that follows the tears. You have not been waiting in vain. You have been waiting in power. And when the door finally moves, when you hear the click and the light spills through, it will not be because you knocked louder. It will be because the moment had finally arrived and you had become ready. Ready to walk into everything your heart knew was possible. Ready to step into what your soul whispered when no one else could hear it. Ready to claim the life that always had your name on it. Every delay was a gift. Every pause was protection. Every moment you stayed the course was counted in full. The door is not far now. It's closer than you think, closer than your doubt can grasp and nearer than your fear can measure. You can feel it, can't you? That subtle stirring in your spirit, that shift in the atmosphere. It doesn't always make sense to the mind, but your heart knows. Something is coming. Something long prayed for. Something that will make the silence make sense. Something that will turn your tears into testimony. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but your soul recognizes its footsteps. The door is responding to your energy. Every time you chose to believe instead of break. Every time you lifted your head when it was easier to hang it low. Every single time you got up, wiped your own tears, and whispered, "Just one more day." The door heard you. It felt your perseverance. It registered your endurance. It is not ignoring you. It is aligning itself with the exact vibration of your becoming. So don't shrink now. Don't stop showing up for the version of yourself that's been doing the inner work. Don't retreat into despair when you've come this far on faith. The door will not just creak open. It will swing wide in a moment of suddenness. Swift, divine, unstoppable. And you won't have to question if it's the right one, because it will feel like home. Not because it's easy, but because it fits your soul like it was handcrafted for you. Because it was. You may not have the full picture yet, but every single delay, detour, and disappointment was placing bricks beneath your feet, lifting you up inch by inch to reach the threshold that once seemed so far. You were never stuck. You were being elevated, slowly, quietly, beautifully, and sometimes the climb feels like waiting, but it's really progress. You are being carried even now. You are being lifted. And when the day comes, and it will, you will realize that the waiting room was never empty. You were surrounded all along by unseen hands, angelic forces, divine orchestration moving pieces in your favor. The wait will be worth it, not just because of what you receive, but because of who you've become in the process. This door will not lead you into chaos. It will not drag you into struggle. It will deliver you into ease that feels like exhaling after years of holding your breath. It will bring answers to questions you stopped asking. It will connect you to people who see you, value you, and don't need to be convinced of your worth. It will bring work that fulfills you, love that grounds you, joy that runs deep and quiet, not loud and fleeting. It will usher in healing in places that once acted so badly you forgot what peace felt like. But you have to hold on. You have to keep believing, even with trembling hands. Because this isn't just about a door. It's about your destiny. It's about your light finally having space to expand without apology. It's about your voice being heard, your gifts being used, your presence being welcomed instead of tolerated. This door leads to freedom. And freedom is never late. It only arrives when you are fully ready to wear it. There is more for you. More than what you've seen. More than what you've lost. More than what's behind you. The best part is not over. You are not too late. You haven't missed it. And what's coming won't look like what you've lost. It will be better. Fuller. Deeper. Because you're not the same person who once settled for less. You've outgrown scarcity, outgrown begging, outgrown the belief that you must suffer to be worthy. That door, the one that's about to swing open, leads to overflow, not just enough. So today, speak to that version of you who's tired. Speak to the one who feels forgotten. Remind yourself that no tear, no heartbreak, no lonely night was wasted. Every single piece of your story has been leading here, to this point, to this doorway. And even though you may not see the knob turning yet, trust that the key is in place. The lock is loosening. The hinges are groaning with the weight of anticipation. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. You were born for this. Every part of you was created with intention. Your gifts, your scars, your dreams, even your delays. They are part of a magnificent sacred design. The very thing you are waiting for is also waiting for you. You are not behind schedule. You are not being punished. You are being perfected. So rise again today, even if it's slow, even if your hope feels heavy, rise again with expectation in your eyes, because your belief is the currency of miracles. Your faith is the magnet. Your persistence is the proof that you're almost there. You are not wrong for dreaming big. You are not foolish for believing there's more. You were meant to walk through that door. And the moment you arrive, it will feel like destiny catching up with you. Like time finally bowing to the promise written on your life long before you could read it. So breathe deep, hold the vision, and listen. The door is moving. Can you feel it now? That low hum beneath your feet, that unspoken rhythm in the air. It's not your imagination. It's the energy of something shifting in your favor. What you've waited for with trembling hands, what you've carried in the silent chambers of your heart, is closer than it's ever been. Not because the world has changed, but because you have. You have aligned. You have grown. You have surrendered, not in weakness, but in sacred trust. And trust is the language of all miracles. This moment, right now, may still feel ordinary. Your surroundings may still carry the weight of yesterday, but destiny does not always make noise when it enters. Sometimes, it slips in quietly like morning light through a curtain. And then, all at once, the room is brighter and you didn't even see the sun rise. You have not missed your door. You have been becoming the version of you that can walk through it with unwavering faith. You no longer need to convince anyone. You no longer need to force what resists. You are not here to chase. You are here to receive. That is the power you've stepped into. And that is why the door is beginning to stir. The very vibration of your life has changed. You have cleared space. You have released what no longer fits. And even though there were nights you wept wondering why things were taken from you, relationships, opportunities, versions of your future, the truth is, none of it was taken to hurt you. It was cleared to make room. What felt like loss was sacred preparation. What felt like delay was divine design. This is not the end. This is the turning point. Your patience has not gone unnoticed. Your tears have not fallen into emptiness. Your sacrifices, your quiet resilience, your willingness to keep believing when logic told you to stop. All of it has planted seeds so deep that even you forgot where they were buried. But they've been growing in the dark, and the bloom is almost here. You don't need to explain this to anyone. You don't need to prove what you feel inside. The door that's opening is not for public applause. It's a personal promise fulfilled. It's intimate. It's holy. And when it opens, it will recognize you by your vibration, not your credentials, not your connections, but by your alignment. Because what is truly yours can only respond to who you are, not what you pretend to be. So rest your weary heart. You don't have to strive anymore. You don't have to wear the mask of perfection or rush the process. Let yourself be in this moment, fully, deeply. Let yourself breathe here, in the waiting, knowing that what's yours is already finding its way. The journey you've walked has carved something unshakable into your spirit. You are no longer moved by the storms that once shattered you. You've learned how to bend without breaking. You've learned how to believe in silence. You've become familiar with the language of your own soul, and that makes you unmissable to the very door you've been praying for. Let others rush. Let others scramble and panic and beg for shortcuts. You know something deeper now. You know the sacred timing of things. You've tasted the bitter and survived the empty. You've walked through shadows and kept your light. You are the living proof that grace lives in those who wait with faith. This door is not about arrival. It's about recognition. Recognition of all you are. Recognition of everything you carry. Recognition of the light that never went out, even when the world tried to dim it. And that recognition is what activates the swing of the hinges, the unlocking of the path, the invitation into what has always been meant for you. You will not have to push. You will not have to force. When it opens, it will feel effortless. Like the final puzzle piece sliding into place. Like everything that was once confusing suddenly making perfect sense. So if your heart feels weary today, wrap it in this truth. You are still on time. You are still becoming. And the door, your door, has already heard your name. And now, in this sacred stillness, something is happening that words can barely capture. The old fears are melting. The weight you've carried in silence is beginning to lift. You may not even realize it yet, but your spirit does. Your soul attuned to divine timing already knows. The waiting is almost over. It's not just hope anymore, it's certainty. Something is about to change. There is a rhythm to miracles, a pace that doesn't bow to human clocks. And you, beautiful soul, have finally caught the rhythm. You've aligned not by striving but by surrendering, not by doing more but by becoming more of who you are. You've peeled away the layers of who the world told you to be. You've released the need to be perfect. You've quieted the noise and tuned into your essence. And now the door recognizes you, not by your effort, but by your authenticity. You used to chase things, believing that only movement meant progress. But now you've learned the sacred art of stillness, not passive waiting, but powerful alignment. The kind that says, I don't need to force this. What's mine is already finding me. That energy, that knowing is what unlocks gates no human hand could open. Your healing has not been in vain. The nights you stayed awake questioning your path, crying out for clarity, aching for relief. They were not wasted, they were sacred fires forging strength where you once felt fragile. Every step forward was written in stardust and sealed with grace. You've built inner foundations so deep that no storm can shake what's being built on top of it. You are no longer at the mercy of external doors because you've become the door. You've become the opening. You've become the vessel through which divine light flows. And that's why opportunities are beginning to move toward you without striving, without begging, without desperation. The door that's opening for you is not ordinary. It's not one you could have broken down by force or stumbled into by chance. This one requires preparation, not because you weren't worthy before, but because your calling was always greater than your current capacity. So the delay wasn't rejection, it was expansion. The weight was stretching your spirit to hold the blessing without breaking under it. And oh, what a blessing it will be. It won't just be something you receive, it will be something you recognize. It will carry the same fragrance as your prayers. It will reflect back to you the beauty of your own endurance. It will speak your soul's language fluently, without translation. You won't have to wonder if it's for you. You'll know, it will fit without forcing, flow without fear, and arrive with the ease that only divine things carry. Let this be your confirmation. Your waiting has not been empty. The silence has been full of movement. The stillness has been full of building. You are walking toward the moment where everything shifts, where the path becomes clear, where the door opens with such divine timing that it will feel like magic. But it won't be magic, it will be alignment. Stay soft, stay open. Don't let the world harden what is sacred in you. Protect your peace, guard your light, keep your faith alive not in desperation but in confidence. Because that's where the power is. Not in loud declarations but in quiet knowing. Not in frantic action, but in grounded belief. You have not been forgotten. You have been chosen. And chosen things are never rushed. So now breathe, rest your heart. The door you've been waiting for is already unlocking. You're not late. You're right on time. And when it opens, as it surely will, you'll understand why it took so long. It was never just a door. It was your destiny,